should be connecting now. I'm going to double check on the old computer, make sure we're not getting trolled. I think everything was like popping off. Okay. Let's see here. I think everything was like popping off. Yo, my mic is garbage here.
A little bit. It has an echo to it to me.
Yeah, an echo or something going on. Yo, my mic is garbage here. Hold up. I gotta fix this action. I can't stand for this.
Alright.
I might have to switch off the old recording portion of this bad boy. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Hopefully everyone's rolling in. We're chilling. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if my mic's a little bit better now. Let's see how
that
this
sounds
goes.
a lot better.
See if my mic's a little bit better now. See how
That
this
sounds a
goes.
lot better.
Okay. So it definitely sounds like that's a little bit better. Sorry if I'm a little quiet if that's the case. I'm going to move the mic a little closer. Because I feel like I'm a little bit quiet now. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the old stream. Let me send out the Avengers Unite. The Theromax Corps call. See if we can get some goons rolling up. Ooh, that's the wrong place to advocate for that. Chillin' with Don. That's what the ping is gonna be. Alright, let's confirm that bad boy, get it set.
Chapter 1. Next.
Let's roll up exactly where I was. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting some weird memes. There we go. Okay, that was really strange. But yo, welcome to the party, everybody. Don, you ever play MK11 by chance?
No, but I've seen a lot of clips of it, and I definitely like MK a substantial amount, so I definitely enjoy it. I just haven't got to play it.
Yeah, it goes pretty hard, not gonna lie. This is some pretty wild stuff. At the end of the last game, Raiden captures Shinnok, bro. And he's just torturing this guy, bro. It is brutal.
Oh, wow, okay. I was about to say, as soon as life gives me an opportunity, I'll definitely have to sit down and play it.
This is some wild stuff, dude.
For the better.
Who are all the downloadable characters in that? Was there a bunch of them?
Yeah, there's an entire pantheon in this game, dude. Spawn rolled up at one point in time. Like, there's some classics. This game is pretty well renowned for a lot of the shit going on for it.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out then, pretty soon.
Be silent, Shinnok.
Mainly to me, it's all about the story, bro. It's just some wild stuff happening.
Same here. That's half the reason why I play video games in the first place, is the scaling, if anything. Then the cosmology behind it seems pretty fun as well.
Yeah, for me, it's always story first. I love me the story more so than anything, man.
Yeah, a good story definitely helps a video game, that's for sure.
Amen. Video game or even any story, in all honesty.
That's for facts.
The truth I was cast out for speaking. The truth I embrace, Shinnok, is that mercy is wasted on those who defile Earthrealm. I will destroy
Yo, Evil
our
Raiden
enemies
goes
before
fucking
they
hard,
destroy
boys.
us.
Evil Raiden
Starting
goes
with you.
hard. Oh, that's so annoying. Every time I click on that, it auto-negs me. Oh wait, I know what the issue is. I've got it. Hold up. Yeah, I just brain blasted. Now we're in business. Now we're rolling, me and Don.
Not even you can kill an elder.
All right.
There's some issues on YouTube that it wasn't letting me stream, so now we're rolling officially.
There are fates worse than death.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, we're just chilling today. Me and Don, making it happen.
Oh yeah, Evil Raiden is no joke. I see.
Yeah, Evil Raiden's spicy, bro. Yo, what's up, Christian Jacobs? Welcome to the chat, bro. We're just chilling today, rolling through MK11. Watched Raiden decapitate him, bro. He gives no fucks.
I will deliver you to Liu Kang and your nether.
Yo, what's up, Majin?
You will serve as warning and an
Oh, big Majin rolling in.
The biggest of Majins. Yo, and Rockin' stepping up. What up, my boy Rockin'? Always good to have you, bro. Hopefully y'all enjoying the temporary get up. It's a little weird, but I'm making do with what I got. Always good to have the whole crew rolling up.
This is not your destination, Shinnok. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of history. Know
Yo,
this.
Chronica really don't play.
The
But yo, don't forget, boys, we got the questions down low. You already know what it's like. We got Alex down low saying, wow, no armored core. Yeah, believe it or not, no armored core. I thought about it, but maybe not quite. Maybe not quite.
Which I am really looking forward to Armored Core 4. I'm not even joking. That looks really cool.
We're gonna get straight into it, boys. Yo, what's up, Brandon Cruz?
Fight.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for, I do want to play Armored Core. Like no joke, dude, I really do. Oh my god. Yo, this difficulty is no joke.
Oof.
No. But I promise, boys, I got more content dropping as time goes on. Things are going pretty hard. It's been really weird adjusting and changing to the new place I'm at here. Oh my god, yo. I'm getting no time to figure out these combos.
Yeah, it's looking like the computer is not giving you any time to get any type of advantage there for you.
No shit. Yo, I started off on the hardest difficulty, and it is living up to its name, boys. Holy shit. Let's go. I haven't played this game since it first dropped, so I'm gonna be feeling it through this playthrough. It's time to get good. But yo, let me roll back over real fast. Yeah, there we are. But yo, you wanna hit us with some of these topics? We had a few pre-positioned topics that me and Don could talk about.
Yeah, let me click on the questions here really
Curious to
quick.
see what you guys think about some of these. And also keep in mind, this is indeed a donation stream, so feel free, hit me with whatever donation you got down low, and obviously I'll slap you with the best answer I got. I know we're playing some Mortal Kombat today, but damn, that move is so frustrating. But of course, I always got time to sit back, chill, and answer any super chats you guys got. Because at the end of the day, that's what helps keeps me rolling with you guys, hanging out instead of doing the old job arena. Oh, actually, that's what I need to do. I need to switch this to my other screen so I can actually maintain both. Whoop! Alright. Yo, we got Q rolling up. Q says, yo, can I come in for a bit and watch Lumos job? Ha! You're already here, Q. You're already experiencing the jobbing in real time, okay? And Rock, yeah, I'm gonna need the concept of hope to get through this game on arguably... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it on the hard... Very hard should be the hardest difficulty.
I'm pretty sure.
Woo! This thing is handing it to me.
Yeah, this is,
She grabbed me in midair, holy shit! Man, her jump kick is garbage here. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting thrashed in this game, boys. Holy shit. Dude, I'm not gonna lie though, I moved from Arkansas all the way to Colorado. It is very nice to live here, man. Having the mountains just chilling in the background of everything is sick. It's definitely one of my favorite things about having lived way out here. Come on, chat gang, where you at? I know you all chilling somewhere over there. Oh no, she was just out of range. Kiss this Arkansas kick. So true though.
Alright, you want me to start on these topics here, Lumos?
Yeah, let's make it happen. Oh no, she pulled it back last second. Fuck.
Alright, we were actually talking about this in the group chat a couple of days ago, or maybe even yesterday. And is if you were in a crisis event, what superhero would you pick to come to defend you?
That's a good question, man. Go ahead. Give more context to BB.
Yeah, I was about to say it's more of a who would you choose first? Not so much like who's the best or anything like that. Who would be your very first choice out of like the Justice Leaguers to make it a little bit more simple?
Yeah, so one of the cool things about like the server we're all in is that, man, I might have to turn on the voices for these guys. They might be really obnoxiously loud. Is that we have a lot of really cool and interesting conversations on the server. And, oh no, she double tapped me for that. And they lead to a lot of really crazy places. Because I feel like a lot of people who hang out on the server and stuff are just really chill people who just like talking about stuff. We all have like pretty strong opinions and things along those lines. But it's really cool to have a bunch of people together who all like really are passionate about like a variety of different like universes and shit. Like I don't know how often I go in there, and because I'm rolling in there and we're talking about Mortal Kombat that day or whatever the case it is, it's really crazy to see how far like different opinions will go. Damn it! Whenever it comes to like everything that goes on inside there. When we had discussed this on the server, I know there was a lot of different takes, a lot of different opinions. And did you give yours yet, Don?
No, but the person who I would choose is Wonder Woman. I mean, just out of every crisis event, she consistently performs well. And yeah, she does have a little bit of her jobber moments here and there, but overall, you know what I mean, she's able to bring home the W, or at least survive. And if you could survive a crisis event, I feel like that's a W.
Yeah, I think her showings in death metal definitely have expanded her, I would say, importance or significance. It's not that she wasn't important before or anything along those lines, but like she definitely earned a lot more in her shit against Batman Hatton than I think any other event that she's like really been a part of. Has she been a part of them both? Definitely. But most of them, yeah, definitely. But she never was like, I would say, the most significant member out of any of those. Woo! There's the one win, boys. Let's go. Yo, we got Superman or Wonder Woman from Rockin' Alice. Oh, I missed.
Those
we
are
have
my two choices.
Q says Flex Mentalo. pull. I will admit I do agree with Superman and Wonder Woman. I know we had another prominent member of the Corps say Flash as Wally West, but like I don't know. I just if I had seen him do more during Crisis Events, I feel like I'd be feel a little bit more solid on it. But I definitely would go with Superman or Wonder Woman. But I know a lot of you guys out there are thinking like, yo, but what about like Batman, right? Batman's in like a lot of the Crisis Events and stuff. Well, to be honest, like Batman is significant in a lot of them, but he's not like a heavy hitter or anything that like rolls up that you really like want to have on your side. Maybe like after he crafts, like if you give him prep time or you give him something. But like I did a short recently about like what happens when Batman doesn't have prep time, and he rolled up against Extant, dude, and Extant isn't like that big a dude or anything along those lines, and he got like absolutely fried. You know, it'd really help if I look up her abilities too. Yo, what's up, Jobber? We got Jobber chilling in the chat. We got the whole crew rolling today.
Let's go, Jobber.
Yo, Rock as a follow-up to that question says, yo, who would you not want to show up? I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, who do I not want showing up? Yeah, this is gonna sound really bad, especially with him just having his movie coming out. But I definitely don't want Blue Beetle showing up.
Yeah.
Yo, like I love me some Blue Beetle, but Blue Beetle's not the guy I want showing up to save me from whatever the case could be. Whatever villain is showing up down the way.
Or Booster Gold for that.
Woo! And I landed the W. Let's go, boys. Jobber over here jobbing already. Yo, it's the ultimate job action happening in the chat over here. Yo, Brandon Cruz says Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Flash 4 maybe.
Congratulations, Commander.
I'm just, like I said, Martian Manhunter, like I said, he just would not be my first or second pick. He just would not be. Like,
Come on, Dad. You really have to go?
don't
Like-
get me wrong, he is one of the heavy hitters of the Justice League. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I would just not feel as confident as I would be if Superman or Wonder Woman would be the very first people that would show up.
I need to
Yeah.
provide for you.
Hold on a second, I gotta slam this pop out chat real quick, so I have to look fucking across the
and the
universe
man
for you
to
guys.
which you become accustomed.
Oh no. There we are.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting stuff. The next Crisis event, I really hope, is really interesting stuff. But who knows when we'll see that? It definitely seems like they're trying to slow down on that stuff pretty hard. Who knows? Maybe that Doomsday Clock stuff will ring out to be true about Superman meeting Hulk and Thor in 2030. Yeah.
Katana were friends once.
That would be
They are
wild.
irreparably polluted by Shinnok's evil. They are no longer the champions we once knew. We must strike them preemptively.
Q says he chooses Dr. Fate for the Justice League, though. I feel like Dr. Fate isn't traditionally on the Justice League. He just shows up to threats that the Justice League happen to face like 9 times out of 10. Traditionally, he's like more associated with like the Justice Society
Destroy it, and their
or
undead
something
army
along
will
those
fall,
lines.
removing its threat to Earthrealm.
Aren't your powers weaker in the Netherrealm?
Yes, but I will have sufficient strength to
I agree that
occupy the
Zatanna
Underdark.
does hang out with the League a
That'll
lot,
buy us
but
enough time to infiltrate the cathedral. Destroy it from the
I guess
inside.
you could pull her if you
We get
wanted.
them down
Zatanna, I
and
don't think it would be a bad choice because she is very
To
powerful
ensure
and has got a lot of
Earthrealm's
hacks.
Survival, we must all
But-
be willing to sacrifice.
Even Black Canary would be a decent B-rate choice.
I mean, to be
Like,
fair, I would take any major leaguer to show up during that event, but it's like, which one do you think would give you the best chance of success? I guess more so than anything. But if we're talking about which ones we don't want to see show up,
Raiden's right, Johnny. We're not ready for another war.
yeah, Blue Beetle. See, I'm still on the Blue
Take
Beetle
out
chat.
Netherrealm's army now, before Liu Kang can bring it here.
yeah, I have to say Booster Gold. My personal opinion, just
You're a dead ringer for your mother.
it's like, yeah, he's fought Doomsday, yeah, ooh, big whoop. Like, I feel like everyone's fought Doomsday at this point.
Yeah, Doomsday's thrown hands with a lot of different people. I definitely wouldn't want to downplay that bad boy whatsoever.
No, not at all. But just because you swapped hands with Doomsday doesn't make you, you know, Doomsday level.
Yeah, when you swap hands with Doomsday inside a team of other people, I definitely wouldn't consider that the biggest W in the world. God, I hate this champion so much. Shoulders back, forward. Okay, I think I figured out most of those already.
Yeah, we actually have a member in the server that says that that's like one of Booster Gold's best showings. Is like, yeah, you spot Doomsday, and I'm like, that's not the W you're really thinking it is.
I mean, everybody technically fought Doomsday in Death of Superman, right? I mean, outside of like Hal Jordan.
Too slow.
But like, how many of them took a W against him? That's the question at the end of the day. Oh my god.
Too slow.
I mean, you could say you fought Doomsday, but if you're half unconscious, I mean, I don't know how much of a W that really is.
Yeah, I mean, you're present for sure. I put a lot less credibility whenever it comes to like that scaling versus like somebody who's like actually 1v1ing, because it's like, yo, this person's sole attention is 100% on you. Yeah, he survived Doomsday. Lost it at 100% right there. Jesus, bro, this fucking Cabal is juggle festing me. Jesus.
But really, isn't just like surviving Doomsday just the bare minimum? In all honesty.
I wouldn't say it's the bare minimum, because a lot of people don't survive. But it's by far it's one of the better metrics, I would say. Like most people, whenever Doomsday runs up on them, like, yeah, it's gonna be rough to say the least. Oh, there's no options in here. I can't turn down the characters and all. It's so rip. I don't know. What do you guys think? Once again, we'll pose the question to everyone chilling in chat. Like, yo, Doomsday. You know Doomsday is showing up. Like, who you having to defend you? And let's say for the memes, Superman is not available. Like, who you calling in? Who you calling in to have to defend you?
Oh man. I guess Wonder Woman, I mean, in my opinion, I guess still would be your best bet. When it comes to like hand-to-hand combat and like strength comparison, she's at least, you know, quantifiable to Superman. So at least I know she's not going to get one-shotted. At least, you know, there's enough time for the other leaders to get there. She is able to buy time.
Yeah, that's honestly, Doomsday is just rough to plot against.
I mean, he's a league buster, so I mean, minus Superman, I don't know of any real, you know, superhero that's on the Justice League that can like 1v1 Doomsday and like hold their own, like substantially hold their own.
One thing I will say though, is it would be really cool to finally get an example of like Hal Jordan coming across the Doomsday. But I'll admit it would suck to see him fight him on Earth, because Hal would most likely not be able to like put his 100% effort in, because he'd be afraid to fucking kill everybody on the planet. But like a no limits Hal Jordan versus a Doomsday, I think would be really interesting, like really interesting to see. I'm not even saying Hal Jordan would win. I just think it would be like a fucking banger ass fight to see them like go 100 like on each other.
Do you think Doomsday could adapt to Hal's power ring?
He's adapted to like everything ever. It wouldn't surprise me to see him adapt to those energies, but I don't think he's ever been killed, as far as I'm aware, by a Green Lantern yet. So I think the question is like, will he adapt before Hal like goes crazy like he did against Sinestro and like blows up all of Warworld? Like that would be really interesting. And if he does like go like crazy powerful like that, like will that be enough to actually like put down Doomsday? Because we know he's been put down by Energy Blast before, but we're not really sure if, or at least I'm not aware if like he gets shot by energy, thus that's all energy like it works against, or whether it's just like that specific type of energy attack. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I'm just not knowledgeable enough on Doomsday to tell you how good his regeneration is.
Well, his regen is really good, and he can get put down for sure. It's just like the limits and like the context of exactly exactly how far the energy projection and like the context of the energy projection is essentially. Fuck. Oh my god, we have the biggest Wally West conversation going on in the chat.
That I'm not surprised.
Sounds like a classic Discord call. Oh no, he powered through it. Are you for fucking real? Yeah, what else we got in the conversation pit? What else are you repping?
Let's see. MK1 is dropping in 4 days.
Ooh, so I mean, don't look like it now because I'm playing like absolute ass against this guy. I haven't played like an actual fighter, this style at least, in ages. And I'm looking forward to the next MK fucking dropping, dude, because there's like all sorts of theories popping off with everything to do in this next Mortal Kombat, dude. The reset of everything in time is just like going bonkers. Woo!
Yeah, the reason I'm really interested in the new MK1 stuff is the cosmology and how it's going to expand the cosmology. You never know. You know what I mean? We'll know in about, I don't know, 96 hours.
Yeah, facts. I'm just interested to see where they're going to go with the story because they're starting to get really cosmic, and like cosmic stuff is really hard to write, especially for like video games to be done appropriately. So I'm curious to see how they choose to expand those things as time goes on.
If any genre has the ability to be able to expand to a cosmic level, I think Mortal Kombat has the ability to do so. If anyone outside of Marvel and DC and like other, you know, indie name comics, I believe MK definitely has the ability to do such a thing.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely making big ups and big changes, because like as these last few games have just been scaling them like infinitely upwards in terms of like how good like the franchise has been. They're making big moves for everything to do with Mortal Kombat. And
I mean, that's great to hear.
I
love to hear the reasons.
I like Mortal Kombat coming back after such a big shitter, because there was an era where they were incredibly unfortunate, and it's nice to see them actually recover from like the 3D transition, because god damn, that shit was so bad. Almost as bad as this fucking AI right now. Oh my god. Fuck. Yo, which combat character pack would you play? Are you talking about in this game or for the new one? Oof.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure what the different packs are going to be or who's going to be in them.
Well, I know the next Mortal Kombat packs got like Omni-Man. Let's see. There's a few extra Mortal Kombat characters on there too. Let's see. Fuck, who else? Hit me up with chat, boys. What was it? Oh, the new one? Omni-Man obviously will be pretty cool to play. There is, I think, the Joker in that pack. Am I wrong, or is that one of the leaks for the next pack? Woo! Let's go. Good trade.
I love my toys.
Yeah, what is the combat pack off the top of your head, boys? Hit me with it. Homelander's on there.
Kind of wish they would have either picked Omni-Man or Homelander, not both. Like,
Yeah,
I understand the popularity behind both of them, but it's like they're kind of the same character.
Oh yeah, it was Ermac, dude. Ermac, I hate the new look to Ermac, dude. Ermac was like the red color palette swap ninja, and I'll admit I love me some Ermac, but like his new look is like suspect in my opinion.
Hold on, let me look this up. Ermac, right?
There we go. That's the classic one. Oh yeah, Quan Chi. Quan Chi is a classic character. He should be involved for sure. There's nothing wrong with Quan Chi rolling up, is all I'm gonna say. He's like the biggest piece of shit ever. But you know what? He's like the piece of shit you need in media. Okay? That's just how it goes. Like, he's the kind of guy that needs to be around. Oh, Peacemaker was on that list too. Peacemaker. Yeah, people are just freaking out about Peacemaker right now.
General?
I mean, cool.
Which one would I play? I mean, obviously I'm playing a little bit of Ermac.
She's trapped, Cassandra Cage.
But yeah, probably
How the chosen one has fallen.
probably good old Omni-Man though.
Whatever
That's
Shinnok
probably what
did
I'm
to
gonna
you,
say.
you're a lost cause.
Yeah, I would either play Omni-Man or Homelander, either one. Those sound like two decent characters to play. Brawler type characters.
They do go pretty fucking hard.
Ooh,
They
he was
just
not-
just announced a Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme Johnny Cage skin. And it looks pretty sick, I ain't gonna lie. It looks pretty cool.
Okay, this new Ermac skin does look kind of
Yeah,
odd.
it looks like homeless Ermac, bro. Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Why does Ermac
I'm,
look so homeless?
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Johnny. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty dope. I'll give you that. That's pretty cool. I would probably just play that skin just to play it. That's pretty dope.
Which skin?
The Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. That's.
Oh yeah, it is pretty sick, dude.
Fucking dope.
Yo, that execution he has though is just so classy. If you haven't seen it, check out all the way to the end, bro. It is like god tier levels of class. Oh, he's just comboing me. Holy shit! No, he fucking sold the fuck out of me at the end of that. That's so rip. Yeah, originally, for those who don't know, originally Johnny Cage was supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he was supposed to be the main character of Mortal Kombat. It was all of Mortal Kombat was just going to be the video game of
Whatever Shinnok
Bloodsport.
did to you, you're a lost
I'm not
cause.
even kidding. That's like a real Mortal Kombat fact for you there. Oh, just too soon. Yeah, classic though. Glad my boy made it in. I'm not the craziest about Jean-Claude Van Damme, but it's just one of those things. It's like, yo, 80s action heroes are gas, okay? We already had Arnold's roll up, so we might as well have Jean-Claude show up. Like,
That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. I was ready to say Jean-Claude Van Damme is definitely an 80s action hero from way back in the day. Definitely started some pretty cool movies.
Some classics.
I have to say. Yeah, the classic 80s shoot 'em up movies.
oh, he can 180 entering that shit. Yo, Kelso's got like 800 different lantern rings. I'm a big fan. Oh, he blocked it. No. Rip. Yo, let's see what else we got up there. Yo, which sub boss do I like more? Is that what that said? Coming in from my boy Majin. Okay. Which one do I like more, Goro, Kentaro, or Motaro? Oh, dude, every single one of those is like super gas. I think they all performed their jobs really well. Kentaro looked the coolest, but I think he was the lamest and had like the least amount of character, unfortunately. Goro's a classic, but I'll admit Motaro in 3 was just absurdly dumb, dude. Like, I really always absolutely hated doing anything against him.
That is big facts right there.
Oh, that still hits me. Holy shit. Somebody arrest this Liu Kang. He's fucking screen looking. Alex keeps asking me to scale out Nathan Explosion and to put him in Mortal Kombat. Missed! No! Oh, is my chat old now?
Oh no, I was ready to say, I saw you get hit with that 3-piece combo with a green bean and a yam. And that is just, did not turn out very well for you.
Yeah, let's see here. Kentaro and Goro win, is that what I heard? Kentaro and Goro. Red Lantern? Yeah, no lie. Red Lantern, Kentaro, and Goro would be pretty fucking crazy. There's a lot of characters I feel like in Mortal Kombat who you could give lantern rings and it would be like actually low-key pretty wild. Like,
yeah.
I know Rome, a notorious guy in the server who likes to talk a lot of Mortal Kombat. We discuss all sorts of like different crossovers and stuff whenever it comes to Mortal Kombat, and like lantern rings and stuff come up a lot too. And it's a classic, of course. Like, you already know that when it comes to lantern ring crossovers and shit, like, I'm all about that, man.
So, do you think Scorpion would be a Fear Lantern or a Red Lantern?
Red Lantern early on, definitively. Like, the entire purpose behind, like, Scorpion's entire idea is the fact that he is a person based on trying to avenge his family. And so, like, that anger, rage, and suffering kind of drove him into doing what he did. Much like a lot of Red Lanterns kind of get put in the position that they have. So, like, weirdly enough, he already has, like, a Red Lantern kind of character origin story.
To finish the mission.
Oh, dope. Okay. So he would be a super strong Red Lantern.
Yeah, for sure.
Persist, and you will die again.
He would be very well suited for such things.
I mean, that's
Oh my
crazy
God,
because
I
in
hate
some
big, slow characters.
universe that, you know, that's probably happened somewhere.
Katana, I don't know if I would consider her a blue lantern, but dude, what? Since when do the jump attacks like all fucking blow on every character? Bihan? Yeah, Bihan with the lantern ring would be pretty cool. Oh no. He's swiping me up. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bihan later on, I could definitely see some, I could see a lot of different things going on with him. Early on, he would definitely be, I would say probably, Will, because he was incredibly strong for like no reason.
What would be a good lantern ring for Shao Kahn?
Fear, definitely fear or greed, either one.
I was thinking greed. An orange lantern ring would be perfect.
Damn it, that spike
Boy,
attack is wrecking me.
Shao Kahn with an orange lantern ring, that would just be absurd.
It definitely would be very unfortunate because he is a greedy motherfucker. No, that damn attack! Holy shit.
That's actually a Shao Kahn versus Larfleeze.
Shao Kahn versus Larfleeze, both orange rings. Larfleeze will probably take it just experience-wise because he knows like all the hacks. Like, don't get me wrong, Shao Kahn is a very greedy person, but he can be defined at that versus Larfleeze, who's like only defined by that, if that makes sense.
Yes, I understand that. The difference between knowledge and experience, completely understandable.
Like, both have the capabilities for sure, but if I had to say like which one's gonna be which, then that's definitely it. But who knows? I might have to make a whole video just like on Mortal Kombat characters with lantern rings. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, that'd actually be a pretty decent video, honestly.
You know, hit me up down low. W's in the chat if you think that'd make for a good vid. Oh no, he got me again with that shit. Damn it, right at the end.
Oh wow, he did get you with the spike again. Damn.
Fuck, that same shit again.
I smell your fear.
So, what do you think about the new Doomsday stuff that's come out? He's become the King of Hell.
So like the worst part about that stuff is unless I'm misremembering, I think that shit just like ended. Like in like one issue, dude. It was like so like ridiculous in my opinion. It was really good shit for Doomsday, especially like scaling to the point where he was causing problems for the First of the Fallen and stuff. Like all of that is definitely super solid stuff. Not denying it whatsoever. But like I do feel like some people might have taken it just a tad bit too far with like the whole yo, Doomsday's like above Presence and Lucifer now. I do think that was a little bit like I think that's like way too far is all I'm gonna say. I don't think that I think my boy Zeus said it best. I don't think that her wearing that armor equates her to the First of the Fallen wearing that armor whenever he's prepped for the Presence. And the First of the Fallen was like, yo, we're just gonna blow up heaven essentially, or everyone's gonna think I'm attempting to blow up heaven if get off of me, holy shit. If I actually do this. So I don't know, man. It's good shit for sure, but it's not what I think most people think it is. Damn it.
Look, see, I haven't got a chance to read it, and I've just been hearing a whole bunch of stuff about it. Also, the server's kind of been
blown up on it, yeah.
So.
It's really good shit, basically saying Doomsday's above anybody in hell besides First of the Fallen, because he can't really pop off. Because if he does pop off, like everyone will essentially like think he's waging war with the Presence, and he can't have that because. Like, obviously, he can't fight a war with Doomsday if he's also fighting a war with, like, the Presence and the Angels and everyone else.
So, would this scale him above, like, Beguile and, like, all the other crazy demon lords like that? All the other hell lords?
Yeah, I would say pretty much all of them. All these Trigon fans are talking a lot of shit, okay? But you know what? For all that shit talking, guess what? Trigon either didn't show up or didn't stop him from becoming King of Hell, which says two things. Guess what? Trigon was either scared of him or he let him, or I don't know, he was busy that day or something. Like, you have to make an excuse to make like Trigon sound legitimate there. Neron was the same thing. He's literally King of Hell currently, outside of he's like the guy running Hell versus the strongest in Hell, who's essentially like First of the Fallen. So like, yeah, nobody was really stopping him, and it sounds like he was just running through absolutely everybody in Hell. So I would say pretty much everyone there is below him besides First of the Fallen, which is definitively like. One of the frustrating things is, like, we know Doomsday scales to, if not above, most of Earth's heroes, like, consecutively. But, like, how does that work out in Hell? Like, could he go there and deal with that? And clearly he had issues, but he eventually just adapted to the point where he could overtake everyone there. And so it's just, like, really solid statements for Doomsday for characters outside of heroes, which is really good. The fucking move is so annoying.
Which if anyone tries to say, you know, any one single hero can solo Doomsday minus like a very, very well
Like the-
built super.
Like the
You know what I
strongest, the strongest characters. I wouldn't say that it's impossible that like other characters can't, but like you definitely have to be one of the strongest characters in verse in order to be like keeping up with him in like a physicality point. There's been a few characters who can just teleport him away or like at the cost of their lives remove him from the battlefield or whatever. But in terms of legitimately like just fighting and overcoming him, we're talking like Imperiex levels of character, yeah. But it's interesting stuff for Doomsday nonetheless. I'm really liking what they're doing with Doomsday, and a lot of Superman's villains, kind of expanding them, making them stronger, and making them more dangerous to be befitting of like dealing with somebody like Superman nowadays. Because like a lot of his characters, it doesn't make any sense why he is like having issues fighting them, right? Because like it's kind of like Hal Jordan in the Lanterns, right? Like once they reach a certain point, they just leave Earth. Because, like, a lot of the threats on Earth, like, why would they be fighting these dipshits, right? Like, they should be fighting, like, universe-ending threats and stuff whenever they reach, like, the good shit. I'll flat out tell you right now, even with all the shit in Doomsday, the new Doomsday shit, I think that Prime would still beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Until we see a little bit more solid things, in my opinion. That stuff with TDK, all of the Hell Lords were terrified of TDK and were not willing to step up because they were like that legitimately scared.
I mean, yeah, I 100% agree with you. I feel like Prime should be able to easily take out Doomsday. It shouldn't be fairly simple course of tasks type of thing.
I don't know if I would say it would be simple, but like he's definitely winning like in that matchup if you ask me. I don't think that Doomsday, even with this new shit, I don't think that's even going to like none of that is something TDK couldn't have done. Is all I'm gonna say.
Now, this actually leads up into the next topic here.
What you got?
We actually had this discussion between me and a few other members in the server. We were talking about, could current day Martian Manhunter beat post-Crisis Doomsday?
Holy shit, I'm getting pinballed by this chick. She's so fast. This fucking slow-ass character sucks. I hate this champion. He's a jobber. He jobbed so hard he infected me with cosmic jobbing. Could current day Martian Manhunter go back there and fight him? If you ask me, it would not be surprising whatsoever to see current day Martian Manhunter go back and be able of fighting him. I think the reason why this gets brought up is a lot of people are equating to like the moment in time where he jobbed super hard to like that memory of him. And don't get me wrong, like that's a pretty bad jobbing moment. But I think the thing that a lot of people don't consider is they think that because that's a memory of him, that he has to scale equivocally to the moment where he was back then. And I don't think that that's the case at all. I think that what's going on with him is something a little bit more... Oh my god, sorry, this chick is distractingly annoying. I think whenever it comes to... Fuck, I lost my train of thought after getting trolled by this chick. I think whenever it comes to memories inside DC, memories are something that are really unique. Like, the Spectre has rolled up on memories before, and those things are based on belief. And so they have, like, weird scaling based on the belief of those things. Because Martian Manhunter believed him to be that strong, he was indeed that strong. And plus there's like a lot of weird situation with him getting weird like belief amps and stuff like within the confines of hell. There's no evidence of that like directly affecting it or anything along those lines, but it's something definitely worth considering. On top of the whole like weird belief amps that like dreams and stuff like that can have inside DC.
Now, with that being stated, Lumos, because if I'm misremembering the panels, I believe Doomsday was like trying to recreate himself inside the bleed and could not physically like reform himself. That's why he went back to Martian's Manhunter's thoughts.
Yeah, he couldn't physically create a body for him because he was like entirely gone. It was just his consciousness that was trying to do that. Damn it.
Yeah, so wouldn't like D-scale like any type of Martian Manhunter scaling? Like I was about to say,
no,
people were, like,
it's not that his form was impossible. Him recreating a form from nothing was impossible. From energy itself isn't something he was capable of doing. So instead, he reached out to, like Martian Manhunter. It's not that Martian Manhunter didn't have the power to overcome the bleed or whatever's going on there. It's more so that Doomsday just didn't have the specific hacks required to manifest a body in consciousness form while existing there. So instead, he chose to attack the mind of Martian Manhunter to see if he could control it and basically just become Doomsday himself through like his body, by controlling it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I wouldn't scale either one of those characters to like just the bleed at all, ever. But they just didn't have the hacks required to necessarily reform themselves from the bleed. Obviously, Doomsday, even in post-crisis, has got shit that puts him above like bleed stuff.
I mean, that's why I was like kind of like looking at that scan and being like, that's kind of odd. You know what I mean? For them to mention the bleed, and then both of them obviously do have, you know, feats that scale them above that. So
it's kind of like if Doomsday had the ability to regenerate himself from nothing on Earth versus in the bleed, because you're outside physical matter once you hit the bleed, right? He just doesn't have the skill set to like do it out there, as far as we're aware of, or at least that's what was implied by everything. Oh my god, dude. I hate this fucking champion so much. He's so garbage. He's so fucking slow! Kill me! Yo, this Kodal run might be long, boys. I ain't gonna lie. Holy shit. Yo, let's see what else here. Yo, Dragon Flasher says he thinks he has a question. Feel free to drop that bad boy as a super chat. I may answer just a little bit of anything depending, but super chats are always answered in case you're wondering. I always go out of my way to make that happen. Deathstroke coming to Combat Pass. Hot take. I'm not too wild about like Deathstroke in general. I'm not really crazy about him. That's like more Batman fandom stuff, I feel like.
I would take Deathstroke over Harley Quinn. That's for sure.
I agree. Harley Quinn has been like overdone recently for sure. I'm not gonna. Oh my god! Fuck, she got me still. But like, Harley Quinn's just kind of overexposed. I'm sure they'll show off a skin in the game for Cassie Cage, even though she won't even make it in the game. That's how popular Harley Quinn is. She's really big, man. Yeah, I wish Kotal Khan wasn't an X, trust me. God damn it, his moves are so garbage. He's got like the worst combos imaginable, bro. This uppercut has no range! Holy shit.
I was just about to say that. I was like, literally, one of your 3 combos aren't even hitting. Like,
bro, he's so close range. I hate champions like this, bro. They're so lame to play. Holy fuck. Give me the fast champions, dude. Takes me 12 years to line up and attack. I see why it's dumb motherfuckers at the beginning of the campaign. Let's see. Daniel Endless says Sun God. I wish she actually had cool sun god powers, but they didn't. Kotal's just one of those characters who, he just suffers, dude. Because he's never had a time where he was like Shao Kahn level threat. And so, he just sucks. Like, what is that attack? What is that, like, fucking basic attack there? Holy shit. You must have really hated this champion.
I mean, it's like your character's just going over their hitbox just slightly. Like,
well, it's over or too short. Like, all those weapons that are really long are really fucking, God damn it, give me a follow-up out of that. How is there no combo there? Oh no, she barely got me! Fuck!
God.
Oh my god, barely got me. That is so triggering. Yo. I know this is kind of lazy content day, boys, but honestly, I'm just chilling, man. It's been one of them weeks, so I'm over here just trying to sit back and relax.
Alright, as we say, I guess our next topic is the Green Lantern preview.
Oh yes, there's a new Green Lantern preview out, which kind of picks up with where we left off last time, whenever he tried to escape the planet. And it looks like we're actually going to get details on why he can't leave the planet. So I'm really curious to see what's going on with the lanterns, their rings, and like everything popping off with that, because there's a really big mystery brewing in the universe as to what the fuck is going on with like the United Planets and their ability to. They basically took over the Guardians of the Universe's role, and they are deciding like everything to do with the Green Lanterns now, and it's just basically the Galactic Senate from Star Wars. And so we're seeing this really weird moment in time where like half the Green Lanterns have actually quit their jobs entirely because like they're tired of like the abuse of this government, because like much like the Galactic Senate from Star Wars, they just kind of suck. Like, they're not making good decisions or anything along those lines for the Green Lanterns. Damn it. Or anybody, really. It's, like, really sad to see exactly how shitty of a situation it is whenever you have Guy, John, Hal, and all the Kilowog, all the strongest Lanterns all quit because of how ridiculous the Guardians of the... Or because of the Galactic Senate and how, like, mistreatful they are of all the different Lanterns. It's like, insane to me.
Fight.
But yeah, no, it's definitely looking really up whenever it comes to the Lantern stuff in that department.
All right, I was going to say that that actually brings me into a question that I have, and that follows like, how is power creep affecting the cosmology of DC? As in, where do you see like, if they don't address like the issue of power creep to characters, like how's that going to affect characters in the next like 5 years or even 10 years for that matter?
So power creep is something that I think affects a lot of verses as time goes on. DC, I don't think, has done a terrible job of power creep. Do comics in general, because the story that's been going on for like 90 plus years, is it gonna have its downfalls? Yeah, definitely. Not gonna deny that whatsoever. Every once in a while you come across some like really stupid shit, especially when you have writers just writing it for like the quick and like the quick story or two or whatever the case may be. Oh no. Oh, she negated it, fuck. But I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be like the end of the universe or anything else along those lines. I think that the worst thing that has occurred for like the GLs and or like power creep in general in a long time are more so random one-off moments versus like big crisis events and stuff, because traditionally in crisis events, like, you're upping the ante in some shape, way, or form, and the villains tend to, at least in recent years, tend to like really up the value of like how dangerous they are compared to like everyone that's come before them or anything along those lines. So it seems like we're moving more and more to a place where like we're dealing in characters out from outside of our creation, and their governance over creation. When I say creation, I'm talking like everything within the Overvoid, so like the judges of the source, the hands, and shit like that. It seems like we're moving more and more in that direction to more of like an omniversal story kind of thing, and I'm curious to see how that'll go as time goes on, but I don't think that power creep will be really affected there. I think the real question is like, can they still do what, like, how far can you do the cosmology thing, I guess is my question, before it gets absolutely unbelievable. Because with Grant's stuff so far, we had a map that came out that helped define and explain a lot of what's going on, and the biggest crisis events help like restore and explain cosmology because they're so flawed, and there's just so much content on DC. It's hard to condense it all into one area. So as we keep expanding past our multiverse and expanding those areas, I wonder how far we can do that before it doesn't feel real or like believable. I know for a lot of people, it's already, like, that's already happened. And to each their own, if that's you. I think it makes sense right now. But as time goes on, we'll see. Will it affect, like, Justice League tier characters and stuff? I would say so, yeah. One of the cool things about, like I said earlier, the Superman stuff is the fact that they are managing to like upgrade all of the Superman mythos characters, so we have the opportunity to like make them stronger, to keep up with Superman anymore, to like make that believable. As long as they do that in a healthy way and it's not like an off-screen thing, I think DC will be fine. But how they utilize that will be very hyper dependent. Okay, Lost Soul has a really good question down low. What's the definition of an omniverse? So, in DC, there's going to be a lot of, or in every verse, there's going to be a lot of different ways to define exactly what an omniverse is. It's important to kind of hold true to exactly what each individual, canon, or not canon, but like each individual cosmology essentially is defined as an omniverse. I know, like, Comic Curator a while back, it was pretty funny. He made like a short. I gotta pause for this shit because this is funny. He made like a short where he was like, do you really think there's like an omniverse here, 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 and here, like talking about the entire cosmology? So like I'll break it down and actually make it make a little bit more sense. So in the beginning there was nothing, and then the light came, and with the light that came, the Overvoid occurred. In the Overvoid, there are an infinite amount of creations that all exist. Now, these creations, each one of them are a multiverse. A multiverse is not an omniverse. It's important to note that. Okay? One of these creations was us. As all of our creation went by up to death metal, the greater omniverse is considered everything, all of the multiverses in the entire Overvoid. So when people say greater omniverse, they're referring to that specifically. When it comes to the end of death metal, our multiverse was unique and changed and grew into a kind of omniverse into itself as it was put at the end of death metal. As a result of that, our own multiverse became an omniverse, or something very similar to it, to where the word became synonymous. But it's important to note that we are an omniverse, our home Ori of worlds in our multiverse, and then the greater omniverse is still us within that. Now, even beyond that, during Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, there was an entire separate Infinite Earths that existed that was created past our multiverse, somewhere, I guess, just chilling in the Overvoid. It was really unspecific. And so, I don't know what's going on with that one, but if you want to consider, I think they might have made reference at some point in time to that being an omniverse, And there's like a bunch of other random Omniverse terms kind of sprinkled throughout like DC in a variety of different ways. But that's like the current ways that like DC editorial is pushing that phrase. It is like a collection of infinite creations that are all contained in something. And in the Overvoid's case, it's the greater Omniverse, a collection of infinite multiverses, and one of which houses an Omniverse into itself, and then our localized Omniverse, or Ori of Worlds, contained by our multiverse. So, yeah, even sometimes contextually, the word Omniverse, depending on who's saying it, can be utilized in very dramatically different ways. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Muscle.
Praise the sun.
Yo, Kelso is totally right. I wanted the Green Lanterns to get out of the Guardians' hands, but like, yo, the United Planets, like, low-key are worse somehow. Like, they're inventing ways to somehow like outdo the Guardians and L's faster. And like, don't get me wrong, the Guardians had some L's, but like the United Planets are like, yo, how can we make this worse? Like, hold my beer. Like, it's genuinely impressive how bad they are. You know, Dragon Flasher asking that question from earlier. Is in DC the Monitor Mind Overvoid a red portal in character or just a white background with eyes? Okay, so the Monitor Mind itself, whenever they're talking about that page, the Monitor Mind is just some being beyond our multiverse, just so you're on the same page. That shit he saw was essentially like everything in the Bleed. He saw like creation, and that was like the infection that was on the Overvoid, the impurity that existed in the pure whiteness like around. That Monitor Mind is a real weird thing, and there's been a lot of different conversations going on with it. I think it's just the original Monitor's consciousness like floating around that was recognizing everything. I don't think it's the consciousness of the totality of the Overvoid itself. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, I don't know what you want from me. I just wish we had more content referencing the Monitor Mind and discussing it. But, like, the newer iterations definitely seem to drag it back into, like, the concept of it being, like, the disembodied consciousness of, like, the original Monitor. Which should be out in the Overvoid, like chilling, or like the 6th dimension at least, which should be comparable if not the same place. God, this dude is so slow, holy shit.
I will drain your life.
Yo, the Superman shenanigans breaking out in chat again, let's go. Oh, there we go. There was a decent combo. Oh, she's gonna pull off the big knee. Fuck.
Yeah, she's going to hit you with the super.
Yeah, she's gonna fucking pop off. Hit me for half my fucking health bar. That uppercut is so garbage tier. It has no range, dude. Holy fuck.
Speaking of popping off, what do you think of Ahsoka so far?
Yo, okay, I'm down to chat about some Ahsoka, dude. Ahsoka is like low-key mega gas.
What happened to you?
Yeah, excuse me. I'm not even kidding. Like watching Ahsoka is literally just spare Rebels episodes. Like it's low-key really gas. Like I would 10 out of 10 recommend picking it up. I definitely think it's pretty legitimate. If you haven't been watching it, it has its flaws. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. Like they really hate Sabine as a character, but like, holy shit, dude. The storyline is popping off. They're hyping up Thrawn, a notorious like galactic Senate villain, or not Senate villain, like an Imperial like Grand Admiral who's returning. Because way back in the day, this really powerful, like I can't even say really powerful, this young Jedi. named Ezra managed to put him on a space whale. I'm not even kidding, and fly him to another galaxy. Like, this stuff is just crazy, crazy. And it's following up on a series, I mean, that came out, like, shoot, years ago. And finally hitting us with some really quality content. Like, it feels really good that Disney is finally starting to land some just, like, really good content, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was interested in watching Ahsoka. I just didn't know if it like expanded on anything from like the Clone Wars or Rebels or anything like that. Like, I didn't know if it had any idea like expansion onto her like.
Yo, I would say it is like I would say it's a sequel. That's how I would say it. It's a sequel to Clone Wars and Rebels combined. Because Ahsoka is a unique character who bridges the gap between Rebels and Clone Wars, because she's featured very prominently inside Clone Wars. And I'm not going to say she's a main character in Rebels, but there are entire centralized plots inside Rebels that deal with her exclusively and her connection with Anakin. And this latest episode was so wild with what happened at the end. Let's just say we're getting the conclusion, if we're not getting lied to, with her and Anakin post him dying as Darth Vader. And if true, that's gonna be wild, bro. That's gonna be like crazy.
Yeah, that'd be very, very interesting, to say the least.
Failure.
Okay, that's how you do that. Okay, I'm getting it now. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to move again. He stuck me in the fucking corner. Yo, Aya Faust. Believe it or not, this is something that I'm gonna do inside my Discord server. I'm actually going to just live stream all of my adventures with Superman. And I'm just gonna give my takes on it there. I don't know if that's something I'm going to do, like actually have live stream on the YouTube or anything, because clearly I can't be live streaming, any full content or anything like that. But what I will say is I would be cool like streaming that in there and just chilling and watching that. In terms of Harley Quinn, yo, I started watching the newest season of Harley Quinn. That show, as usual, is mega gas. It's so fucking funny, dude. I laugh at Harley Quinn like every time that shit is on. Is it accurate? God, no. I would never in a million years recommend you watch it for its like accuracy to the original comics or anything. But what I will say is it's super fucking funny, dude. Joker in that is like one of the best characters in arguably most of DC content.
I'll have to agree with you. Like, the Harley Quinn show is pretty funny. If you watch it for like comedy's sake, absolutely watch it. Don't watch it for the scaling purposes.
Yeah,
like, watch it to get a good laugh.
I might do that. I might do that after I finish up live streaming the other show, because that show is really good, and I think I got like halfway through the season.
Now, when it comes to the Adventures of Superman, like, it's the new one that came out, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever, Adventures of Superman or whatever. I know what you're talking about. I watched one episode of it, and I just could not get over, like, the anime style drawings of the characters and shit. I just could not get over it. Like the plot's cool, but the episode wasn't bad. It's just, like, the drawing of it was just not my taste.
Yeah,
now, I might be able to get over it, like, after I watch a few episodes and, like, might be able to get to the plot of it and just be able to get over it, but, I mean, I don't know. It's for the same reason why I didn't like, JoJo Part 4, because of the bright pastel colors that it had in comparison to, like, Part 3. It was the same reason.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to how it looks, and I understand what they're doing. They're clearly appealing to a very different generation with the more anime-esque kind of style. And I know if you don't like that, it's gonna be really fucking bad. Like that is gonna be intolerable to you, and I understand that for sure. But what I will say is I'm actually excited for that, because if that starts happening with the mainstream characters, that means that's going to start happening for other people. And as time goes on, if they increase to that level of animation quality for like their stuff, for like Disney or like DC Comics in general, I am not opposed to that. That shit will be gas, bro. Like, if we have more Green Lantern animated stuff, like the stuff we got in the early 2000s, or late 2000s, with like Emerald Knights, dude, I'm telling you, we will hit like an era of animation quality that will be like god tier gas.
I agree. I agree. I was ready to say that would. I mean, it would just take some getting used to.
For sure, yeah.
Just to, from the original like artwork that like I guess a person of like my age is like used to, and then getting into a new era of how the comics are drawn.
Oh, the new perception, yeah. One of the unique things about comics in general that I think is really, really, really interesting is the idea that things change. Like, that's one of the core concepts in DC too. Like, why did Superboy Prime like go evil and try to blow up the multiverse in the crisis he caused? Well, he did it because he thought all the heroes were like fucking loser versions of who they were meant to be, right? They were like pale imitations of the original versions of the character, because he didn't like change, and he didn't like how the comics adapted to what the readers wanted in the real world. And he thought that was actually bad. So like the crazy thing is like Superboy Prime represents in a lot of ways like the boomer age of comics, and even the pre-boomer ages of comics, where things were like more of a golden and classic time. I think it's unique that they addressed that. Even it was Jeff Johns actually who addressed that with Prime's writing, and it's remained such a unique and fluid story regardless of that the entire time. I think the cartoon should also be reflective of that change, and like the different heroes, even in different animated adaptations, changing and evolving with the population as time goes on. It was Grant Morrison who wrote a piece where he basically talked about the idea of comic book characters replacing like different like gods of mythology and stuff, because people started paying attention to comics more and started worshiping like the identity of comics more. And I think that identity holds true in more than just like the comic book aspect. Damn, dude, this is a slugfest. These guys are both slow, so this is actually entertaining. Oh my god, yo, he's handing it to me though. Oh fuck. I didn't catch him in midair, he caught me. Fuck! I barely missed that ulti, and he punished me for it.
Yeah, he definitely made you pay for it.
Yo, and thanks for just hanging out and chilling, boys. Everyone in the chat, man. It's always good. Always good to just hang out and make memes happen. Because, like, I talk about... The funny thing is like, obviously on the channel, I'm crazy big into, like, DC, and that's, like, my primary thing I cover and stuff. But, like, yo, if you spent any time in my Discord, you know I will talk about, like, literally everything. I just don't have, like, research into... like other verses as actively or as in depth as I do like the DC stuff. Yo, what is my favorite Jenny Tartakovsky show? Oh my god. Yo, there's a lot, but I want to make sure I don't fucking miss any. Yo, Don, look up Jenny Tartakovsky's best show. It's in the chat if you don't know how to spell it. I would, but I'm in the middle of getting my ass kicked by good old Shao Kahn over here. I lost all over here kneel before Shao Kahn. It's so true though. This guy's been fucking destroying me. Oh, he just killed me! Holy shit! Half-Life fucking one tap me.
I know they've. I know there's a lot of good shows. A lot.
Dude, he wrote Samurai Jack. He wrote Powerpuff Girls. Fuck. Oh man, what else did he write? Dexter's Lab, I think. No, Man of Action did Ben 10. Man of Action did. Oh fuck, Codename Kid Next Door. So I don't think that was him. What else did he do? He did Primal recently. Man, fuck. Samurai Jack, I would say, is probably the favorite out of anything I've mentioned so far. I don't care what anybody says. If you say otherwise, you're fucking lying. Yo, dude, Powerpuff Girls is low-key fucking lit. I don't care. Anybody hates on Powerpuff Girls, they're just fucking lying, bro. That show is goated, alright? But, unfortunately, Samurai Jack, with the serious undertones it's had, and the badass artwork, is just so fucking lit. Yo, fun fact, y'all know this shit? Yo, did you know the fucking guy who wrote the who was like the lead singer of the Black Eyed Peas, wrote the fucking soundtrack, the intro video to Samurai Jack? That was the most ridiculous thing I had ever heard of when I heard that shit. Oh, Symbiotic Titan 2, yeah, it's another classic. That's one of his lesser known works, but it's definitely one of the better ones if you ask me. Dude, that uppercut is so garbage. It's so bad. It kills me. Oh, yeah. You know what? Daniel, you're right, bro. The old 2003 Clone Wars cartoon is one of the best animated things of all time. That's one of the best ones ever. It was a shame they didn't pull him on full time for that. And we got the 3D stuff versus the 2D stuff because it just takes so much time to do. But it's so goddamn good, dude.
Your conquest served
yeah, I have to agree.
not Outworld's people.
Let's see, he did Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Clone Wars, Symbiotic Titan, Primal, Unicorn, Eternal Wars. He done Hotel Transylvania, Hotel Transylvania 2, Hotel Transylvania 3.
He did Hotel Transylvania? What the fuck? I might explain its success, but damn, that's wild to think about.
He was a uncredited artist in the Batman animated series.
Does not surprise me because he was on the Cartoon Network team in the era.
Yeah, supervising producer for Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, dude, yo, if he was messing on Grim, you already know that shit is goated, bro. Holy fuck, I forgot that he had his hands in on that. That's some classic ass shit there, dude. Woo! That's the first one unlocked. Yeah, the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy is another classic GOAT show, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I will die on that hill, boys, because I watched the fuck out of some cartoons back in the day. I need,
storyboard, a story for Cow and Chicken.
Oh, Cow and Chicken was OG crazy, dude. No lie, you're right, dude. Jenny Tartakovsky is just a fucking god amongst men. Everything that man touches is just like fucking golden.
Yeah. I have to say, these are all
Unicorn Warriors Eternal. I need to watch that. I watched, I think, the trailers and shit when it was coming out. But much like Primal, like so much shit is just going on right now. I haven't gotten the chance to actually watch the thing yet. Fuck, I got destroyed that round.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Primal, but you know, whatever. That's
yeah.
just not my taste. Whatever.
I was the same way.
I mean, I'm all okay with everything else on here. Like,
for some reason, the idea of there not being any talking, or at least not as much talking, that just didn't land the same way it did inside Samurai Jack, in my opinion. Like, cause like the shit with Samurai Jack, he said almost no words, but that shit hit so unbelievably hard, dude. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it was just the story. Maybe it was the villain, or even the actor they had as the villain. That shit was just so unbelievably goated. Like, absolutely unbelievably goated, in my opinion.
I think it was because of, like, Aku's comedy relief
Yeah.
in the whole thing. Like, that shit is hysterical. Like, some of the funny, like, comedy reliefs Aku did inside of Samurai Jack is what made the show good.
Facts. I don't know whether it was the comedy writers or whether it's Jenny Tartakovsky or whatever. Maybe he chose the right people to be in the right places or whatever the case is, but goddamn, dude, that shit was so good. It was a shame that it didn't sell the toys that Cartoon Network wanted to, but like, that's the curse of every major good show that's written for young teenagers that fails on fucking Cartoon Network is they just doesn't. It's an amazing show. It's written for the right people. The audience is there, but because it doesn't sell toys, it doesn't perform as well. Oh no! You got me last minute. Fuck.
I was about to say, I have to say one of my favorite Aku moments is when he's about to stab Samurai Jack with his own sword, and it just pings off of his chest, and his eyebrow flames goes out, and that's how you just know that's an immediate, oh fuck, my jobber moment, like, oh no, like, my whole entire plan is completely shot. Probably one of my favorite moments in Samurai Jack, I won't lie.
There's just so many goated scenes in Samurai Jack, dude. All the different characters and assassins and shit that he comes across, and just the legendary fucking duels he has, bro. The duels he has are just so goddamn god tier. When he steps up against all the different robots that Aku empowers to send against him, that shit is just like one of the most sick fights in all of animation history, bro. It just looks so clean. The artwork is so like legit.
100% corner. 100% true.
Oh, I didn't combo it in effectively. Fuck. Favorite Samurai Jack? Yeah, the bounty hunters where they play in the campfire to kill Jack in different art styles. Yeah, that one is pretty goated. I think my favorite episode for Samurai Jack ever is called The Tower. Okay? And in this episode, Samurai Jack hears about a legendary well. And at this legendary well, you can make a wish. And obviously Samurai Jack has this wish where he wants to go back in time so he can stop Aku. But this well is on this giant tower. And it's defended by 3 Anubis-like archers. And Samurai Jack basically has to learn to be able to defend himself without being able to see, because these archers were so skilled he couldn't trust his sense of vision with how fast the arrows were. So he masters his sense of smell, hearing, and touch, and walks out blind to find his way all the way up there. He defeats all 3 of them and finds out that after defeating them that they were the last guys who wished on the pool, or on the wishing well. And it's a half wishing well where it grants your wish, but it also grants it with some sort of twisted desire on top of that to maintain itself. And so their wish was to become the strongest warriors imaginable, and so they did, and they all became the blind archers that protected that area. If Samurai Jack had wished upon that, he could have gone back in time and stopped Aku, probably at the cost of maintaining this well for all of eternity. And Samurai Jack even ponders doing that, but no, he decides it's the wrong thing in the end because Aku could use that against him, and so he doesn't do it. And he does the right thing, destroying the well and letting all the archers go for all their deeds. It's one of the visually, thematically, story-wise, everything is there for an awesome story. That's just a really interesting 22-minute adventure into the twisted and cruel world that is Samurai Jack's existence. It's really well done. That series in general is just unparalleled, man.
100% agreed. 100% agreed.
Yeah, that's good. I need to watch Unicorn Warriors Eternal though. That name sounds so fucking goofy, but I remember listening and watching to the first episode and just being like, yo, this shit is like Power Rangers meets the Justice League. Like, this is like some wild ass shit, bro. I don't know, maybe Just Click's the wrong train. This sounds like an RPG. Like, just some weirdo RPG. Woo! Game 1 to me, baby.
I feel like I wanted to say I've wanted to watch Uniform, and I just have never either got around to it or just overlooked it. Like, I'm not 100%.
We'll have to watch it together, bro. It'd be something I wouldn't be opposed to watch. Hell, we might even make that a movie night thing.
Yeah, I was about to say I've never watched it or anything, so I can't believe I haven't watched it. That's why I'm just kind of like.
Well, I mean, it's relatively new if memory serves right. Woo! Hey, what else y'all got in chat over there? I know you're hanging out. Make sure you like and subscribe, homies. Looks like we get 10 likes chilling. I'm all about that life. Yo, talk about one of my most hated Mortal Kombat champions of all fucking time. Devora of all. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This chick is the biggest shitter, dude. Speaking of biggest shitters, bro, Shao Kahn losing there is painful, bro. That hurts for Shao Kahn fans. Where's my Shao Kahn fans in the chat, dude? That shit hurt.
I am Raiden, protector of
I actually like Shao Kahn myself, so yeah.
I love Shao Kahn, bro. It fucking sucked to watch him job to Kotal Khan over here. Fucking Kotal Khan.
Given our shared antipathy toward Shao Kahn.
Everything changed after your defeat of Shinnok.
I just call this plot armor.
Our realms joined.
That's what I call this.
You know, fun movie theater stories. Yeah, I used to know a guy who'd go dressed up to every, like, major movie we'd go see. It was super crazy. I remember at one time, we went to a showing of a Naruto movie. It's like the most weeb shit ever, right? And I rolled up with my Akatsuki cloak on. Yeah, I felt like a fucking badass. Yeah, that shit was pretty lit.
Both in solving this temporal crisis.
Can't say I've ever dressed up to go to a movie, but I was about to say I have seen some pretty dope movies in my time.
To Earthrealm and learn what temporal anomalies have occurred there.
Actually, at the theaters, not streaming. I know these younger kids don't understand what a theater is, but you know.
I wouldn't say that. Just like, why the fuck go to the theater when you can just chill? That's all I'm saying.
I can't leave while Shao Kahn threatens Outworld.
I mean, this is true. This is true.
What he did to my family.
Yeah, theater's kind of emptying out in recent years. It is unfortunate to see it die off as time goes on. And it sucks I can't click off of the damn thing without it memeing.
Let's see.
I'm getting...
What's our next topic here? Oh, the return of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Okay.
Yo, so Mass 3 multiplayer is something that came out, like, I think in 2012. And it's a classic ass game. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I played the fuck out of it. It's got games 1, 2, 3 that lead up to it that are just like incredibly awesome. Okay, like incredibly awesome. And so I went back to it recently, dude. And it's so funny, like playing that game and then watching like kind of how games went on for like the next decade and a half in the direction. And they're all kind of touching up on stuff that Mass Effect multiplayer did, just in a less cool way. And it's awesome to go back and go to a game before like EA and a lot of the major characters inside the gaming verse had bought out like the majority of shit going on inside like the gaming verse, and to see what like the pinnacle of gaming was kind of like inside that era. It was super gas. But yeah, I've been enjoying that with a few of the homies recently. Used to play with it back in the day, and it has been an awesome experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend, dude. I'm gonna be grinding that for probably like the next 3 months. I tried to go start back from square one, and so it's just going ham. But it has been super dank. Loved the experiences with it.
Yeah, I was ready to say I never got to play Mass Effect 3, but I did play Mass Effect 2, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of possibly wanting to see what kind of gameplay it looks like. You know what I mean? See what kind of experience it is, and if it's something worthwhile, I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, it's much more on the simplistic side, and it is an older game, like I said, but it's still worth it. It still stands up to the current day. I always like games that are really good co-op games against other people.
Well, and it's also not Call of Duty or Battlefield, so or Fortnite or anything like that. So I'm just glad. I'm just happy.
Games where you're just face rolling against other people are fun, but that shit gets old after a while. I like competitive teamwork based games too, where like teamwork's like actually an important thing, or teamwork is like actually viable.
They shall.
Yo, Aya Faust, this robot girl, I call her Time Bitch. This chick is Chronica, the goddess of time, or the titan of time, and she's basically the Perpetua of Mortal Kombat. She's like the original progenitor god of everything, who's been manipulating everything behind the scenes this entire time. That would be Blue Robot Chick.
I walked a darker path.
After Shinnok went down, you
Blue
became a
Robot
different
Chick
person.
controls everything that's happened in Mortal Kombat. Okay.
Yeah, she's like literally Perpetua, dude. She's like really messed up.
About that.
Everything ever in Mortal Kombat took place in her hourglass. And like when she gets tired of shit, she just like resets the hourglass, destroys all the universes and realities and creation within the hourglass, and just like restarts again. Cause she's like, I don't know, tired of that shit. It's like really funny, man. But she gets super like crazy powers off of that too.
Weird.
Yo, Ice Bear Nico, what's up, bro? Welcome to the party, man. We're just chilling today.
Look at her.
Figured I'd do like a 2-hour stream and just kind of hang out.
With him.
At least she's not an actress.
Come on, at least think about it. We each get points off the gross. Coming this summer, Johnny Cage and Johnny
Time quick. Yo, why is Johnny Cage just like the best thing, bro? I could laugh my. Everyone who writes Johnny Cage on this shit is like god tier, man.
But none of them foretold.
Oh
this.
yeah, Johnny Cage is a
I must
meme.
confer with the
He's a
elder
walking
gods.
meme. It's
Liu
great.
Kang, Kung Lao, please assist the special
He's a
forces
fucking
that I am
god.
gone.
Yes, Lord Raiden.
Follow me.
Commander.
Yes, Mom.
And this story where time is kind of like just all thrown together
is
is
strange
just,
for me,
it's
too.
so weird.
You
Yeah.
have no idea.
What?
How do I say this? This morning, we were on a mission.
My man, never miss a stream. That's what I'm talking about, Ice Bear Nico.
Oh, let's go.
Uh-oh, Rock says you might have to go to bed soon. Rip.
Seriously?
If he leaves, I gotta end the stream. That's just how it goes.
And now here you are.
If I ever had a crush on robot characters, I don't get crushes on
you need to
fictional
see this.
characters. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sappy
Especially while I was younger and I didn't have a significant other. My head was far more ingrained
Taking out Shinnok's temple
in
was
the
supposed to
real
stop
world.
It's got to be the time anomaly.
We must help our Shaolin master.
Well, I have a crush
What's
on.
with the Netherrealm?
Well, I have a
One
crush
bust
on
up
fake
alma mater.
chicks when you could have a.
The Dragon Grotto.
Have a
It's
crush on the
underneath
real
your
thing, huh?
Earthrealm's Jinsei
That is
energy bubbles up in
true.
the springs.
100%
That's no
facts.
good. We've seen firsthand what happens when the Netherrealm screws with Earthrealm's life force.
They will not reach the grotto. It is protected by powerful magic, the deadliest traps. I am sure our counterparts from your era are already dealing with them.
Oh no! Oh no! Why?
Okay.
Oh
might
no!
wanna sit
Yo, by the way, you guys go fucking evil in the future.
Rooftop fighting Lord Raiden.
What the fuck is this, bro? This future's insane.
Insane.
Obsessing over it will not change it.
Neither will accepting our destiny as evil undead
Yo,
warlords.
we become evil
I'm
undead
not.
warlords. Let's go.
But we can't change a future we don't fully understand.
Yo, this guy's like, I'm the main character, bro. How in the hell did I get screwed?
Appears he got us both killed.
Mom says you should date an older lady. Based. Hey, if you're into that thing, more power to you, man. I ain't gonna tell you no. There's a lot of options with the older crowd. Oh no, they fucked up a monk, bro. They done shit the bed there. Oh man. Yeah, it's been so wild recently. It's nice. Nice just having a day to meme out and do our thing. It's also good to have you on the stream.
Died defending our sacred ground.
It's been a minute since we've chilled out on stream, just hung out and memed out, did our thing.
Absolutely. I was about to say, I appreciate you having me on the old stream tonight as well.
Yeah, dude, it's fun just to chill out. I know a little bit later tonight for all my Theromax Corps members chilling in the Discord that we're going to have a, we're going to finish up the Golden Lantern Challenge, probably once we head off stream. That should be pretty lit. So, hope you guys are hyped as fuck for that.
Watch for the pattern.
Yeah, I was going to say, our last topic is the state of video games. I'm assuming, like, what do you mean by that? I'm going to just let
so
you
like, kind of like what I was talking earlier with like the Mass Effect stuff. Like, it's weird to me like how video games have changed, adapted, and molded as time has gone on in a way that I would consider like almost unhealthy. And like going back to that Mass Effect game felt like really good. And like Mortal Kombat obviously is popping off here in a few days. And we have like Armored Core that came out recently that was heralded as really good, but that's just from software and they always put out bangers. But like, I feel like video games are in a very difficult place. And it's games, there's very few games that are really shining to a high degree, and this is one of them. Like, for example, like the Mortal Kombat franchise has been on kind of on top of the world since MK9, and a little bit of hurt on 11, I'll admit. There were some people who were really salty, but it still was incredibly powerful. Like, still incredibly powerful. Like, in the scene.
Stop the traps?
And the landmark flagship
my lesson fighting you and
like franchises are all just kind of like dying.
This time I am prepared,
which sucks.
Fight.
And so I'm hoping in the near future we see some major changes to exactly what's going on with oh my god, video games in general. Sorry, I'm getting fucking memed by this Scorpion. Yo, I need to figure out any of my moves or my combos or anything, and this guy is just like juggling the fuck out of me. There we go.
I also believe a lot of the reasons why like mainstream games are dying is because of like all of the downloadable content that you have to buy to keep going online in the game or whatnot.
So like the thing that triggers me is we kind of set ourselves up for failure in that department, because DLC used to be a fucking super healthy thing. Like, I remember OG, oh my god, all his attacks are so slow. Why is Kung Lao slow in attacks? I remember like Halo 2, Halo 3 and shit like that, where a lot of the DLC just came free, and it worked really well. Even in that Mass Effect game I was talking about earlier, like, yo, every DLC that came out was free. But the thing is that works, and I was even willing to pay towards the end of 3 for DLC for sure. But why was I willing to pay? Because the base game was that fucking good. They're now at the point where they're selling you a half-baked game with DLC that makes it the full game. And so the original price of the game is basically, the original base game itself is just a garbage game essentially, and in order to play it for free, or not for free, to buy the original game and only play that is like at a major, put you like at a major disadvantage. Like in general, it just makes the games inherently suck. Like back then I could buy a game for a full price and get a fully valuable game that would be comparable to all of the DLC of a game in today's existence. For some reason.
And I believe it builds a microeconomy inside these games. You know what I mean? That it's like, oh man, like, I actually have to spend IRL money into a video game that I'm never going to be able to get back, only besides the enjoyment. You know what I mean? And like, in comparison to like back in the day, like you were saying, DLCs were literally free.
Well, like, I'm even okay with paying for them, but if I'm going to be getting a DLC, like, if I'm going to be getting a DLC from them, I don't want that to be shards of the original game we're playing. I want that to be additional content. It needs to be not just downloadable content, but additional downloadable content separate from the original game. And
agreed.
That is apparently just lost to... There we go. That apparently just lost to all these major companies who are just so worried about their own profits over... like, I don't know, delivering a good game that's impactful from, like, an art perspective, because it becomes all about, like, how much money do we make this quarter? And I agree, a game's purpose should be to sell and make money, but if the purpose of you making the game is also just making money, then you're losing me. That should not even be the primary focal point. The focal point should be you are making a sick game that can make you money. Like, you're so proud of this game, and because of how sick the game is, you're making money. Versus we're making a game to solely make money only. Like that to me, I understand why it is from a business perspective. Like, I'm a businessman. Like, I get it, but it hurts. It damages the game in general, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it comes down to a good concept of like profits for creators instead of creators for profit. You know what I mean? Like, the creators aren't making it to, you know, in profit, you know, the game player. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, here's a super good game. You know what I mean? Here's the downloadable content later on that's free. It adds to the story. You know, it's, oh, we're making this for a profit. We're creating for a profit. That's period. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we're getting all these stupid ass downloadable contents that, you know, have to add to the game to make you play the whole game.
Or honestly, just mobile games in general. Like, mobile games are like the ultimate cultivation of like ads, charging you for games, and microtransactions, like, combined. They're like the pinnacle of that, and that's something like I want to avoid in its entirety. Because that shit is just like god tier cancer. But I'm gonna hit you with a hot taste, Ice Bear Nico. Okay, I'm gonna throw out a take, and you're probably gonna disagree with me here. But like, yo, I'm okay with them pandering and pushing political agendas. I think 99% of most storylines are just pushing your own agenda in some way, whether you think it's a push against tyranny or a push against, I don't know, whatever. Every game has a message, and I'm okay with those games having messages and them pushing those ideas. But I don't care if the game sucks outside of that. Like, if all the mechanics sucks, then like, who cares if they're pushing an agenda or not? The game just sucks. Then I don't care about whatever agenda they're pushing or the story or anything like that. It all just hides behind the facade of a fucking game, and that sucks.
I mean, maybe I'm looking at this from like a business perspective, but like adding political ideologies into a game, I just feel like wouldn't attract all the customer base you want. Because in a video game, I feel like you want to attract as many customers from as many cultures as you possibly can. You know what I mean? And then any type of message that you're trying to spread, I just feel like is a bad business.
At a certain point in time, though, you have to wonder, like, are you just trying to appeal to, like, fucking everybody? Right? And it's kind of crazy to think, but Mortal Kombat has always done that throughout its entire, like, history, right? They've always had a pretty, I would say, a pretty good diverse cast of characters post MK1. Pretty definitively, I would say. Oh no, I missed. And they've appealed to like every kind of culture and perspective that honestly exists, I would say. So it's not surprising to me that there would be at least like a character in here or two that chances are you don't relate to or can't respect because of their like ideologies or opinions or whatever. Like that doesn't surprise me or anything along those lines, because regardless of your perspective, they give you a character who's representative of who you are, regardless of whether you like and or hate them. Like, I fucking hate arrogant douchebags. But, like, Johnny Cage is in here, and he's one of the best characters in here, despite the fact that I don't fucking like him, right? He's still, like, a really lovable character that fits in the franchise. It would suck to lose that, simply because, like, I wanted to, like, choose what I think should only go in the game, I guess, more so than anything.
Hey, all I'm saying is if you align with Shao Kahn like that, you got a lot more problems with playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever your weirdo, like, whatever political agenda or whatever it is that you think these guys are pushing, at the end of the day, yo, the characters who are reigning the tyranny in, like, all the Earth's heroes are fighting together regardless of their political differences, because, like, the ultimate authority of tyranny, aka Shao Kahn, and characters like Kronika and shit like that are, like, the ultimate evil throughout space and time. So hopefully, regardless of the heroes' like disagreements or whatever agenda each individual character has, like, hopefully they can overcome that shit to like fight basically like magic Hitler, aka Shao Kahn.
I mean, it comes down to a good saying of, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I might not like you, but at the same time, we're going to destroy this earth that we're both on, and, you know, that's going to be a big L to both of us. So if we don't work together,
just like in America, you have to move past all your bullshit to make sure America functions appropriately. Ooh, that's right. Oh, now we're in business. I got it, boys. Yo, that's my favorite ability. Let's go. I figured it out on the fly. Woo! That's close one.
Let's go.
Yo, Iceberg Nico says his main issue is whenever they focus more on the political message than the quality of the game. I would agree with that, unless the political message is the point of the game, or at that point in time, I don't think that that's exclusive to that problem. Whatever it is, will be an issue. No matter what you phrase that as there, that's going to be a bad thing if compared to the quality of the game. At the end of the day, the ultimate thing they should be focusing on is the quality of the game, right? And what storylines, agendas, and ideas that each one of the characters has is like going to be one of the core aspects of the game. So if that's the core identity of a character, I'm okay with that. But if every core character's identity is like that, I could understand kind of feeling isolated and alienated, right? But at the same time, you can reflect on that and just acknowledge, well, this game's not for me, and just support content that actually does support you. Because that's the best thing about the wonderfully capitalistic world we live in, is that where the money goes,
then we fight them.
The games are made. So just don't support shit you don't like, and don't talk about it either, because the more you talk about that game that has shit in it that you don't like, the more popularity it gets, and the better off that game does because they're getting publicity. So if you don't like a game, just don't fucking talk about that shit, that's for sure.
Elder gods, I have come to seek.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Fucking elder gods.
The worst thing you can do for a game is to, you know, give it publicity. You know what I mean?
The
There's
worst,
even bad publicity is publicity.
The worst thing you could do for a game you fucking hate is create a free ad for them whenever you talk about them. Like, definitively.
Already our power weakens.
I will fight Cetrion, but how?
Okay. Yo, all the Elder God's powers are being weakened by Kronika using her abilities. That's like cleared safe scaling above all of the Elder Gods by just her plans. Holy shit.
Speak your mind, Raiden.
Since this time merger, I have learned about my future. That my champions fall. That I become a tyrant. If Kronika is defeated, will I be consigned to this grim fate?
Who's worse, the Elder Gods or the Guardians? The Guardians of the Universe? That's a good fucking question. At least the Guardians fucking do anything, okay? The Guardians at least created a police force and said, we want to do something. The Elder Gods created Mortal Kombat and said, go ham.
Yeah, there's a big difference between doing
something and
not doing
virtually nothing. They don't even enforce that shit until one guy is literally consuming other universes against all of their rules, and they have to possess a mortal host in doing so.
Asking you to put those back?
They said you'd come.
Who said?
Who do you think, Kung Lao?
Oh no, my evil doppelgangers, no!
So, I got a Mortal Kombat question. So, can any, like, new god request a Mortal Kombat, or does both, like, NetherRealm and a new god have to, like, agree?
No, one side declares they are having a Mortal Kombat tournament, and the defending side has the opportunity to do something about it. But if they don't show up and defend and win that Mortal Kombat tournament, and they lose 5 in a row, then the aggressor gets to absorb their universe inside their universe. Or their reality is probably a better way to put it.
His lightning cut me down.
Because I don't think the realms are simple universes in every situation.
One day Raiden will betray you. Then you will believe.
I'll go Liu Kang. Yo, how soon do you think the studios will get into WGA and SAG and AFTRA? I honestly don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to give in at all. it'll be a while before we really see damage to like these corporations and their profit margins. At the end of the day, that's really what's going to be like the only thing that will get them to budge. Because corporations in general only care about their bottom line, and I mean they have to be. It's their financial responsibility to be as skilled as possible when making money for their investors. But the problem with that is that it creates a very negative environment, I would say.
I mean, that's what CEO stands for, is Chief Executive Officer. You know what I mean? Like, they're the people that's like, oh, well, you know, this is what's going to make us the most money, of course. Like,
they're getting paid that money because they're bringing in money for sure. And I don't want to, like, solely just, like, shit on CEOs or anything like that, because, don't get me wrong, they're doing what they're supposed to. I think it's the culture more so than anything that's, like, in those places that is kind of festered and rotten. And they're getting a little greedy, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you know, people look at, you know, a stock price and be like, oh, you know, this stock was at, you know, X and now it's down to Y, and oh man, you know, they're losing money hand over fist. But it's like, are they really losing money hand over fist?
They're willing to take a short-term loss for a long-term gain, right? Like, they're 100% down for that, and I think it's going to be a while. Like, I'm talking a long time before we see stuff along the lines of, like, them start caving in any, like, really strong way with any major increases of pay for all these characters. They might promise them, like, $1 or $2 more or something like that, but, like, that shit might be a livable wage in, like, in the middle of nowhere, but in the most expensive, like, state in the entire country, like, clearly these people need to at least be paid more for sure. I don't think, not every, like, fucking actor is goddamn Antonio Banderas or some shit, right? Like, there's thousands and thousands of actors who are just extras and add-ons and shit that are a part of these movies and are helping generate all this money, so they at least deserve some level of credit. But I don't know. I'm gonna guess we'll probably see 6 months before the companies do anything, if they do anything at all. That would be my guess.
Yeah, because I feel like the production companies have just a slightly bit more money than what the actors do. So I feel like, you know, who can hold out longer, the production companies or the actors?
Well, the production companies are like companies, right? They'll be able to withstand a short-term loss, especially if they're the ones who stand to gain from all the long-term profit.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I mean? They're able to play the long game. I mean, like, it's really what the Writers and Actors Guild that's like going to take the real term, you know, the real at the beginning. You know, it's like if an actor doesn't act, you know what I mean? They're not making money.
Yeah, I'm really curious. They've been dragging in people from like China recently in order to like help withstand the financial loss of this time. So like for the next 2 years, we're gonna have like a bunch of I'm not gonna say no-name actors, but definitely not popular actors, for sure. And no, I mean 6 months from now, continuing into 2024 is what I would expect. I'm open to that changing 100%. There might be a lot of things that I'm not seeing that I might be missing, or there might be something behind the scenes, but I think that's a pretty safe bet, because what these people are fighting for is going to be a massive chunk of money from all these different corporations, and it's going to really suck to see the, like, this production stop for so long, man. I don't know. But yeah, definitely 6 months from now, I would say.
She saved your life by stopping
Because then the pressure will really be on, because we'll be officially at the end of all of this, of all the major content that has already come out since this shit had started.
I mean, maybe we'll start to see the lower budget, higher quality writing films start to come back. You know what I mean? If they give in and actually start paying actors and writers more.
Well, that's if they give in. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, like at that point in time, for sure.
You know, instead of, you know, possibly pumping out a Marvel movie every 6 months, I would have no problem waiting 10 months. You know what I mean? A year. You know what I mean? For a new Marvel movie to come out. You know what I mean? To give it time to, you know, give that cool off time to be like, oh, awesome. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go see the next Marvel movie. Instead of like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? The next Marvel movie's coming out in, you know, 4.5 months. Oh, okay, you know what I mean? It saturates the market for myself. You know,
I mean, I'll agree they are getting a little oversaturated and they're beginning to crank them out. I think it's definitely possible, but that's definitely going to be impossible with a major change. Without like a major change from all these different actors trying to like make a big difference in like trying to change everything. I think if they get what they want, I hope quality increases as time goes on, but I would not guarantee that. I'm interested to see what the future holds with all that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Or we're gonna see a lot of underrated actors start to come up in popularity. You know what I mean? People that we have never heard of before. They would have just been swept under the rug. But now it's like these big name actors. It's like, oh, you want all this money? Well, we'll just find someone else that's, you know, half the price and still make the movie.
You should have listened.
Well, I think the reason why you won't see that is with the Screen Actors Guild and stuff like that all being on veto as well. You're just not going to see anybody major show up because those are the only guys who are going to get hired for all the major productions down the way. And the second this gets over, you won't see any smaller actors show up because the Screen Actors Guild will be back in control of everything. Right.
Yeah. I mean, but also this isn't like the 90s where like names, like actors' names actually drop in the movies. You know what I mean? It's actually the movies. The movies.
I wish I could agree with that. I definitely would say. I definitely would say they were fine. And yeah, it'll continue. Like, I don't know, man.
I grow stronger.
Oh, this cutscene's vicious, actually.
Vials. Sizing me up.
Kronika has a keen interest in you. It's why she recruited your revenant self.
Yo.
Serve her. She will bless you.
Fuck you, Dearest, you motherfucker. I ain't doing shit for you. Or your mom. Or your girlfriend.
Oh, he's... might make you regret that statement there, Lumos.
Oh, we're gonna find out. Damn it, Liu Kang's combos are all real weird. Fucking nunchuck chain combos. Oh no, fuck.
You waste my
Dropped his time drugs. You know, the time police are gonna show up for him from Super Jail. So why doesn't Liu Kang have any good fucking base just punch combos? Holy shit. When did Liu Kang become such a fucking square in his build? Liu Kang and Kung Lao used to have all the dank combos, man. They were like this fucking simple, easy characters.
I was only average.
I was
with fucking Liu Kang, only average.
I was really good in like MK3, MK3 to like MK9. Yeah, MK9 I played a fuck ton, but after that, I kind of tailed off like the actual playing of the game for a considerable chunk. I went to Injustice for a little while, which was fun, but I haven't played fighting games in like a serious capacity for quite some time.
Fetch the Jinsei, chosen one.
Oh, fetch the Jinsei, motherfucker.
You've met my ancestor?
He stood a chance against me. You
have this man is talking shit. He's talking mad shit. Come on, Kung Lao. Oh, God damn, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his head or whatever, but he is just spamming the shit out of that.
I feel like neither one of these dudes are rocking like... They're like supposed to be like the martial arts twins. And I swear to God, these motherfuckers are like...
Waste my time.
Like the slowest non-combo oriented characters ever. Like none of it flows naturally, bro. It feels so fucking bad. I don't want my character's combos to be fucking figuring out a Tetris puzzle.
Fucking facts.
I understand making some difficult, but Jesus Christ, dude, some of these are like... I can't figure them out naturally with these two characters. Even fucking Sonya's daughter had like actually decent combos I could string together without spending 8 years on mastering the game. And why is everyone's jump attack just so fucking absolute garbage? Damn. Has no range. Yo, does Chronica actually amp them or is this an outfit change? I would say Chronica amps them. To a degree is questionable. We know that like Jack's got arms and additional technology from Chronica, so I would see that as an amp personally. Besides the obvious, who would you want for Injustice 3? Honestly, just the obvious. I'm cool with just like obvious characters. I think the additional Firestorm was good. Obviously, I'd want like a lot of the main core Lanterns who were like combat oriented, so it'd be cool to see like Larfleeze in there, or like
Vials.
ooh, like Sinestro's return, Atrocitus's return. I don't know. They just need somebody to work on their lanterns. Their lanterns seem so like they don't feel like lanterns fight, and it sucks. I hate it. So whoever they get for the creation of their abilities, I really hope it sucks less. It's like, look at that punch, bro. Why did my punch go over his fucking head? Oh, there we go, okay. God damn, this motherfucker blocked every attack I had. Fuck. This guy is on my case. Fuck you, Geras, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, okay. Not right bumper, top left bumper.
Oh my god, he's gonna spam the shit out of this.
Shit. Yo, I cannot get up over here. Why do you have no basic attack combos? Holy shit. Oh no, it's just shy!
Oh boy.
Oh, won! He won off of that? Are you for fucking real? No. Holy shit, we killed each other, but he took the W. Holy shit, even though I have a buddy there. Report this shit, dude. Holy fuck. Report him, boys. This man is Scream looking. We all saw it.
That's wild.
Ever been to Galaxy's Edge and Avengers Campus? This week will be my first time. Yo, that sounds pretty dope. Yeah, take pics, bro. Fuck it. I'm just gonna look up an actual combo for him, because this shit makes no actual normal people sense.
Sizing me up.
Chronica has a keen interest.
It doesn't make no normal people sense.
He doesn't, bro. Normally you have like a basic combo using like any of the four movements directly from like your key, but this motherfucker does not have any direct combos like that. It's fucking irritating. Yo, where's combos? Okay. Okay, it's down, not over. Yeah, and after that, there's always an extra command in there. That's fucking lame. It's a 2-button combo. That's like the lamest shit ever. Okay, I'm gonna try out that one. Okay. It's a shame I can't combo that into anything.
Yeah.
Get me out of the fucking corner, Gearus, you dumb motherfucker.
Well, he's at least not spamming you with that stupid fucking sand hammer bullshit.
Just shy. Yo, why are jump attacks just fucking filth in this game?
Yeah, because I don't think you've hit a jump attack so far.
Like, my kicks are good, but my fucking auto attacks are garbage, dude. Holy shit. And also, Wally, you're wrong. Fef doesn't pull up the tutorial. Fef looks up the best build online. So, you're just wrong, but it was a cute try to see you actually try to josh me.
That is 100% true. He does just look up the build. Well, let me rephrase that. He looks up the best build.
Yeah, Fef would have looked up online what is canonically the best... God damn it, dude. The best possible combo you can use with the character, and would have just fucking brain dead ran that down. Oh no! I think I just figured out bicycle kick though. God damn it, that movie's so cheap!
That's what I'm saying, like...
This motherfucker is camping me in the corner. Yeah, I've said Beast Boy would actually be a really good addition.
Oh, Beast Boy, that's an interesting choice right there.
Well, yeah, because it would be, like, really interesting to see...
Learn from this.
Get me out of the fucking corner with this guy. It'd be really interesting to see how they wanted to do Vixen, but if they just, like, did the Beast Boy version... and, like, actually made that legitimate, you could actually do Vixen as a secondary, too. Oh my god, dude. That fucking ability is cracked. Okay, I got one last chance. No, he didn't fucking slam it! No, my ulti did not work! No! I slammed that shit and nothing happened. Fucking rip. Majin says, normally when I refresh myself in some MK, I always spend a hot second training mode to get my movesets down. Yeah, but I said, fuck it, I'm just rolling into this in hardcore mode. I'm gonna see if I can beat this entire game on the hardest setting before, before the next game comes out. So I'm running the gauntlet. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it with the homies, so you guys get to hang out with us. I said, fuck it.
Kronika has a keen interest in you.
It's always good just to chill out.
She recruited your revenant self.
Alright, I tell you, I'm gonna give this dumb motherfucker one last attempt. I'm gonna give this motherfucker one last attempt, and I said we judge that golden lantern after this.
That sounds good.
Oh, that is how that works. Let's go. Okay, now I got it down. Aha! Okay, now we're in business. Oh shit, just shy. Fuck. Don't worry, he still spammed it 3 times. Damn it!
Oh my god.
I'm sick, dude. I'm getting fucking wailed on the ground. I can't even get up.
I bet he won't do it again.
Oh, don't tempt him. Woo! Caught him in the air. Let's go.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, I really do hope that alternative characters, like alternative skins to characters, had like their own shit. It's cool to have the opening intros and stuff, but they should have like their own endings and like full on storylines and shit in my eyes.
Oh.
God
That's the first move I've seen. Oh, yeah, let's go back to the old spam and grab. There you go. Perfect.
Shit. This dumb motherfucker, get me out of this corner! Stop it! Damn it, dude, he just spammed me in the corner that whole fucking match. Holy shit. Yo, kill me, boys! Ah! God, if you were just standing, that ability hits you.
Literally. Like, from any distance it looks like.
I don't think you can block it either. That's the frustrating thing.
Oh boy. Oh no.
He walked through my fucking uppercut. Damn it. Fuck.
I am enjoying this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Damn. I'll return to my attempts on Garrus tomorrow, or maybe later tonight. We'll see what happens. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was super fun. Yo, I have my boy Don hanging out with me. You want to say anything on the way out, bro? I tagged you in chat.
I was ready to say I appreciate you having me on the channel, man, and look forward to the next one.
Yeah, thanks for having me hang out and helping me narrate a lot of this shit and rolling through some of the stuff we wanted to talk about today. There's a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of stuff I didn't expect to talk about, but was cool nonetheless. So, you know, thanks to all the homies in chat hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Also, Majin, you're a sick fuck for that Devora being one of your favorite characters. I saw that, you bastard. That's right. That's right.